Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And that run produces a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff, here comes the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Looking to pass this time. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. He knocks this one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had us settled for 3 last time. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through 1 quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. Like the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. He's swarmed by the defense. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? That's a design quarterback keeper. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
The fumble recovery gives the offense a great opportunity. It's 1st and goal now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That run moves the ball across the 35.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he slings this pass over the middle. Oh, and he makes the catch out of the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Toss play to the outside. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The back's got it. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a 4th down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a 1st down.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We're just 1 quarter away from crowning a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. So 1 final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
They stop him again at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
No gain on 2nd down, but they punch it in here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from this 23 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try the jet sweep here. Finding space at the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up the yardage with the jet sweep. Gets some space around the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the LSU Tigers.